I'm convinced that government should do something to bring the teaching of Arabic, especially in northern part of the country where we have majority of Muslims, compulsory, so that at least it will bring out the best out of us in terms of Islamic practice, and then to get undiluted knowledge.
I was listening AIT News, Africa Independent Television. The governor of Bauchi State, Bala Mohammed, said that Nigeria should integrate Arabic as a compulsory course into the Nigerian institution because it is going to help the northern Nigerian, who are majority Muslims, to practice their religion very well. First thing first, who told Bala Mohammed that the majority of people in the north are Muslims? That is apart. There is no census that have indicated that the majority of population in the north are Muslims. That is apart. Secondly, he is saying that they should integrate Arabic study to Nigeria curriculum just because of their religion, especially for northern Nigeria. Then if they integrate it into the curriculum, what will happen to those people who don't even want to study Arab and all those things? I know that, yes, if you're going to enroll for NECO or for WAEC, it's not compulsory that you must put Arab course and so on and so forth. But the reason why I single out what this man is saying is this. Some years ago, this man walked into Chinese television studio and tell the whole Nigeria that he, Bala Mohammed, is going to invite Fulanis from across the world into Nigeria, and he's going to arrest their violent culture. So he knows that they are violent. And people were asking him, you are going to invite people from all across the country. Are they Nigerians that you're going to spend the state money for them? They are not Nigerians. You want to do budget for Fulanis from across the world. He said Fulanis are global citizens. This is what Bala Mohammed said. Now, Bala Mohammed is the person that sponsored the second wave of importation of these people who are terrorizing us in Nigeria. The first wave of their importation was this Tinubu coalition that imported the terrorists. The second one was Bala Mohammed. And now he wanted an Islamic education for the people they imported. Why? Because those people said Western education is prohibited. Do you see the ideology? Do you see the way they reason? So, for me, in a normal circumstance, I don't see anything wrong if you're learning languages. Even me, I understand Arab. I speak Arab in little. Okay? I understand Arabic. I speak Arab in little, just that I can't write Arab. Can't write in Arab. So I don't see anything wrong in learning a new language. But the motivation, the reason behind, like the reason he's making this statement is where the problem lies. Because this is the same man who imported these people into the country. Let me know what you think about this.
That culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I see there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that's why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody come from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the
If I understand, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do. But it has to be done through sensitization, telling them you have to buy in the projects, and you use the language, the culture itself to be able to convince them, away from the mistrust where the whole system of transhumance or pastoralism is criminalized. Criminalization of pastoralism is the problem that we have with this project. And it requires people with passion who understand them and who they believe in, people like us from that part part of the country to say, yes, we have this. Because today, there is no limit to the accusation that this and that has happened and it is the Fulani man who caused it. There is no tribe that is not, that you don't have this criminality in. But certainly, the way and manner we do it is really excavating the crisis and the problems.
Will there be any form of documentation of all the people that will be,
yes, we are
within that?
Oh yes, that is going to give Nigeria the opportunity to really have the best in terms of documentation in the demographics. Because, as I said, the Fulani man settles anywhere he can feed his cattle. And so, if they are put in one place and they are made to understand that this is to save them and their animals, they are exposed to the vagaries of the forest and what is going on, cattle rustling, killings and what have you, and that's why it is important for them to understand that staying in one place is good. And of course, in terms of the best practice of carrying the meat, the cows and the
let's stay with that security angle for a bit. Is there going to be, this plan going to be a fenced enclosure where anyone who comes in is secured, so there is no one that can just come in from anywhere else?
No. It is going to be a colony, and a colony does not require a fence.
You will understand
the reason.
You will understand the reason why people are concerned, because of all the security issues that have been happening over time. So if that's...
These forests are there anyway. If you don't occupy them and create a colony out of them, they create places for the criminals. And today, that's why you have the Sambisa forest, because it is not being utilized.
But Your Excellency, much as yes, I mean, they are fantastic. We have met a lot of them who are Fulanis as well. But the concern too is, why should federal government use resources for this country to accommodate Fulani men who are not Nigerians?
You see, as I said, we are already accommodating them. Do you delineate and then really know who is not a Fulani man from Nigeria? They are all Nigerians, because I said their identity, their own citizenship is Nigerian, even though we have relations all over the world, all over Africa. And so, presumably they are Nigerians. I think you get me. That is the misunderstanding. They move from one place to the other, and they have relations, kith and kins in all the parts of the country, and even outside the country. So, that is why our own population is fluid. You cannot certainly not say this is the population of Nigeria.
The delegation was led by the director of the Center for Sunnah Studies in Africa, Dr. Shuaibu Idris, who said the visit was to appreciate Governor Bala Mohammed's commitment to education and brief him on the center's activities, particularly its support for Bauchi State students studying in Saudi Arabia. Receiving the delegation, Governor Bala Mohammed expressed concern over what he described as the gradual decline of northern Nigeria's rich Arabic educational heritage.
I'm convinced that government should do something to bring the teaching of Arabic, especially in northern part of the country where we have majority of Muslims, compulsory, so that at least it will bring out the best out of us in terms of Islamic practice, and then to get undiluted knowledge of the Hadith and the Quran.
He said integrating Arabic education into the national curriculum will provide graduates with equal opportunities and strengthen educational development across the country.
I'm not going to do something to make sure we mainstream you within our curricula. We mainstream you within our own public service structure, so that you will be employed when you come. Your employability must be such that when your certificate is brought here, we will see it, and then of course it is something you take it to Minister of Education, Federal Minister of Education.
Representatives of the Nigerian students studying in Saudi Arabian universities thank Governor Bala Mohammed for his continued support and encouragement. They pledge to apply the knowledge and experience acquired abroad to the development of Bauchi State and Nigeria upon completion of their studies.
This Arabic study for northern side, some of them are studying already. So this is one of the studying. You understand? So, but imposing Arabic, you understand? You not be saying about it. Who go like, because the Arab now those not they speak no, you know this now everybody will speak the Arab. You understand? So not be saying force. So if you like, speak. You understand? Because if the right why can they could you know the compulsory. You understand? You know the compulsory. You understand me? So well, this country now the happen.